Hey guys! So this is the very last video on Deaton's The Best Public Speaking Book. This week we covered chapter 15, 16, and 17. And there were several things to take away, starting with chapter 15, Deaton revisits improving our psyche by just being conscious of our posture and how we're carrying ourselves when we're presenting. And then he also mentions transcending through the crippling curse of perfectionism. So this is something I deal with in every single class, and it makes me procrastinate because I expect a very high standard for myself, and that can be very demanding and cause a lot of anxiety and prevent me from actually doing the assignment ahead of time. Deaton actually says that it's foolish to demand perfection when a project doesn't warrant it. And he says that even when a project does warrant perfection, this is the only idea to pursue. It's not an achievable end. I had to remind myself of this with our other project, like fretting over if I had constructed a well-crafted argument or not. So definitely the greatest advice I took from this chapter was when Deaton said, we not only overcome this perfection-driven procrastination, but we do this by choosing excellence instead. So that is my new goal going forward. And this is going to be super helpful even in other classes. Deaton also reminds us and challenges us to accept our failures or mistakes as opportunities to learn, and that setbacks are just a setup for growth. So moving on to chapter 11, Deaton explains more about his personal journey to public speaking and becoming good enough to get paid for it. And we can too, if that's definitely something we're interested in. And he also elaborates on delivering high quality talks and to consider every presentation as a job interview, because there will be future clients out in your audience. Moving on to chapter 17. So this chapter gives a nice overview of everything we've covered up until this point. We can also screenshot this book and save pages that we find as a good reference to come back to and study. He reminds us that the basic truth to public speaking is simply communication. And he explains that some of the material will resonate with us more than others. I definitely found that to be true with some of the stuff I read. And then at the end of this book, Deaton has like a whole list of other books he's created and written, and several look really interesting. One in particular, Ethics on Abortion. That's something I'm really interested in. The last portion of this video, I'm going to talk about what interests me the most of this class. What did I like most about it? I like that we have to be vulnerable and open and go deep in very big ideas and arguments. We have to explore that. It's different than other disciplines. Like we're searching for the truth, but there's no like black or white. There's so much depth to the gray. I also enjoyed, like I said last week, that extra credit assignment, that silence equals complicity, on the virtues of inhospitality by Torcello. And I also like how psychology is embedded throughout this course, because psychology is my major. So anytime I see that relating back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs or something else I've already learned about, that makes me super excited. Thanks so much, and I enjoyed this class.